Man, where in the heck did 2023 go? So first and foremost, Happy New Year. Going into 2024, when I ask you, what is the message that you want to leave in the world? I don't think that we have to die broke in the horse industry. I don't think that our horse management has to be unsustainable and just raping the land. I think that it can be done sustainably. I believe that our businesses are our gateway to building the life that we love to live. It is the key to freedom. Whether you're chasing personal fitness goals, horsemanship goals, entrepreneurship goals, whatever it is, to me that horsemanship, entrepreneurship, it's not just things that we do, it's how we live our everyday life, serving our horses at the highest level, serving our businesses, our clients, our students at the highest level. It's a way of life. And it's a way of life that is meant to unlock the opportunities, to unlock the things that we've desired, that we dreamed of, those things that are deep and part of our passion, part of our purpose that God filled us with when He allowed our souls to enter this earth. And part of that for me is serving other people, shedding light on what is possible, what you can do to help you go chase after that thing that you know you're meant to be chasing, and then also support you with real things that can help you do that. So with that being said, Happy New Year. Let's get back into it, doing things a little differently. Let's get started. We're starting 2024 off by welcoming these fellas back here into greener pastures, into what we call freezer camp, right up there on the back porch. Yeah, so that's what we're doing here on New Year's Day 2024. But I want to kick off the new year, hopefully to inspire a few of y'all, to lead by example, and to give you an idea of where we're headed with things. We'll tell you, if you're here for horsemanship content, we have horsemanship content coming your way. But you're also going to get to see way more than just the horsemanship stuff. Because in all reality, the things that really get me going on a daily basis, outside of God and my family, is horses, homesteading, and entrepreneurship, and building businesses. Those are the things that I love. In addition, they're having New Year's Day off. Maybe you can see them hanging out back here. They're all taking a nap right now. I absolutely love building businesses because I believe that entrepreneurship is the key to freedom, to us living the life and building the life that we love building. And I absolutely love to see this homesteading movement. Many of you guys don't know this, but early in my horsemanship career, because I did not grow up riding horses, I got to a fork in the road. I felt like it was a fork in the road, right? Being all of like 19 years old, going into college and choosing that major. And when I applied to college and I got accepted to college at the University of Kentucky, I had been committed, or committed to the university under a sustainable agriculture degree. And some of you guys might know of a guy named like Joel Salatin and Polyface Farms and all that stuff. And that was like the direction I want to go, is pasture raised food, right? Sustainable, healthy food. However, something in my heart the day before classes started told me, go horses, do the horse thing. And that's what I've been doing for a long time now, is pursuing the horse side of things. But 18 months ago, we were blessed to buy this ranch, right? And we're absolutely so blessed to have the land that we have, the home that we have to raise our family. And when we bought this place, then I had the freedom to tap back into my love of raising animals in a sustainable and practical way, in a way that enables these animals to be super healthy. And in turn, because we have healthy animals, we can have even healthier food. I heard this the other day, that is, food is medicine and medicine is food. And I love that. Absolutely love that, because I believe that, there's a lot of bad information and bad companies that are out there pushing things. So as I'm getting these birds bagged up here, I've got a couple smaller ones in the group, and then we've got some pretty big fellas in here. This next one I'll show you, and he's a big one, right? Like, just hefty, right? But one of the biggest things that with the homesteading and horses that I think people underestimate is how well they go together. In the horse industry, particularly, we've got show horses here too, and we still can manage those show horses in a sustainable way to where we've got grass available for them as long as we possibly can. And now we're in North Central Texas. I'm in a t-shirt and it's January 1st because guess what? It's North Central Texas. It's in the low 50s today. It is a little brisk to be in a t-shirt, but I'm out here doing this. And so the thing is that, like, particularly like chickens go so well with horses because we're able to recycle essentially all the stall waste that we have from our horses. And a lot of times that stall waste is when we take it out of the stall, even if you really pick a stall, like not just throw half the good shavings out, but really pick a stall out, there's still a fair bit of carbon, right? Still a lot of sawdust or shavings or whatever you're using to bed your stalls down with. And if you dump that straight on your fields, then it's going to pull nitrogen out of the soil. And when it pulls that nitrogen out of the soil, people wonder why their pastures get worse and worse and worse and worse. Versus when we use chickens, and we did it here with this batch of meat birds, which is why they've been pretty stationary. And then behind them, we have our egg layers, and we're able to bring that stall waste over, let them rummage through it, add nitrogen back to it. And we have a whole process that I'll show you guys in another video, or I'll link it right up here or here somewhere, where you guys can see how we do sustainable horse management within our homestead to take care of the land and to take care of our chickens, to give them the best bugs and grubs and all the stuff that they like to eat. Excuse me. But also be able to take care of our land so we can spread this back in the garden. We can spread it back on the pastures so our horses have the very best ground possible. We know that it's not like our forever home at this place, but we want to take the best care possible so that when we do sell it and the next owners get it, they can inherit, basically, they can buy a farm with amazing grass for them to put horses or cattle or sheep or goats, whatever they want to put on it. They can get, we've made the land better. Just like when we go and work with our horses, those horses should be better because we've had the opportunity to work with them. When we go to take care of our animals, they should be getting healthier and stronger. The land should be doing the same thing. And I've got a real big beef with a lot of the horse management practices because it just rapes the land. It doesn't have to be that way. There's some simple fixes that we can do. And in terms of, if you're doing it on a small scale, which many of you guys probably have a few horses at home, and if you do, let us know like how many horses you have in the comments. That'd be kind of cool to see where you guys are from and how many horses you have. And you can do it in still a way to where if you want to raise some chickens, if you need an excuse to get chickens, right? We use a ratio of 1 horse for every 7 chickens, or 7 chickens for every 1 horse. And that gives us a good ratio of being able to recycle that manure, add enough nitrogen back to it. But let's keep moving here. I've got to get these in the freezer and get the next batch started in that. And so let's go ahead and take these. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Going into 2024, when I ask you, what is the message that you want to leave in the world? Because the fact of the matter is that we all know how this life ends. We all know the last chapter in our book that we get to live. And that is, we all die, right? And I know that's such a bright way to start the new year, but for a long time, I've always felt like I've struggled to relate to other people, whether it was in middle school, high school, college, after college, running our own businesses. My wife and I just spent so much time last night going through like our end of 2023 thoughts. What are our thoughts going into the next year? Building our family, building our homestead, developing our horse businesses, and all those types of things. And I know that maybe you've struggled to feel like you've been able to relate to other people from time to time. And the fact of the matter is going into 2024, one of the things that I'm really focused on that I'd love to inspire you to do this year too is to ask yourself, what is the message that you want to leave in the world? Because for some of us, this is our last year. For some of us, this might be our very last year on this planet. It might be one of the last chapters in our book. And because we know how this journey ends, in a very simple sense, we need to live it to the fullest, right? YOLO. You only live once, right? Facts. It's just how it is. But that thing that makes you feel unrelatable, the thing that when you're like, I can't relate, I want you to think about the things that make you feel like you struggle to relate to other people, the things that make you unique and as to who you are, right? For me personally, I have a deep passion for the horse industry. Some of you guys are probably here because you've been following the horse content. Guess what? There's more horse content coming, right? We still make our entire living in the horse industry. Yet, I haven't been fully transparent about myself, right? I've been very one-sided, showcasing the horsemanship, helping other people develop their horsemanship, and then helping other professionals in their horsemanship too. And the fact of the matter is that I love business, I love entrepreneurship, and I love homesteading. I think horses and homesteading go together hand in hand. And part of what makes me unique in my own way is that I love homesteading, I love horses, and I love business. I don't think that we have to die broke in the horse industry. I don't think that our horse management has to be unsustainable and just raping the land. I think that it can be done sustainably. I believe that our businesses are our gateway to building the life that we love to live. It is the key to freedom. And in the horse industry, it is ultimately the key to freedom because we can make a living doing what we love every single day with animals we love, living a life that we love living. Right? In the homesteading side, we can be able to create a lifestyle where we can provide healthy food for our families that we can raise right here in our backyard, to where these animals can get raised in a sustainable, healthy way. We can use them to recycle the things that come out of our barn, all the shavings, and they go all of 6 feet and they go into the greener pasture cones, and then we baptize them in some warm water and we give them we let them run around in circles for a few minutes. They come out naked as a jaybird. And then we get to move them into freezer camp, right? That's the process. And they only have to go all 6 feet all the way through this and then right up into the back porch, right? So in a little bit of a ranty way, I want to encourage you to step into who you are, step into being yourself, and don't be afraid to be weird, right? Like, we're all weird in our own ways. And God made you with a particular purpose in mind. That thing that you know that you should be doing that you're not doing, that's irritating you because you're not stepping into it, that is the thing that I want to encourage you to step into this year. That is my hope. And I hope that you, at least if this resonates with you, hit subscribe, because we're going to move on. We've got a lot more content coming your way. It's going to be different. We're going to talk about horses, homesteading, business development, personal development. If you want to be a better human, live a healthier life, develop a really strong partnership with your horse, in real practical horsemanship, not a bunch of nonsense that's being spread out there, and you want real information that's going to be fun to watch, that's going to be real, that you can relate to, and practical, because you can go implement it, whether it's homesteading is your goal this year, horsemanship is your goal this year, a better, healthier life, a better marriage, a better partnership, a better friendship, a better relationship with yourself. That is with you. I'd love for you to hit subscribe, because I'd love to be able to connect with you as we go throughout 2024 together. Now, let's get on to the next part.